Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Marta Fernández de Alarcón, and I am the Secretary General of the Spanish Business Council. And I want to welcome you to this webinar about building high-performance teams, strategies for well-being, leadership, and productivity, with one of our members of the chamber, a new one, AGC Coaching and Consulting. Thank you so much for your collaboration and your support as a valuable member of the chamber. For me, it's a pleasure to present for this webinar our expert from AGC Coaching and Consulting today, Albert Cervello. He will decode an insightful session packed with strategies and actionable tips to boost well-being, leadership, and productivity within your organization and your teams. And he will also discuss about some topics as, for example, talent development, mindfulness, emotional management, and the popular topic of the time management. The Spanish Business Council is an international community, and one of our main goals is to be a platform where all our members, with their support, can share ideas, interact with other members, and find collaborations between them. So I don't want to waste time to our speaker. We can start, and at the end of the webinar, we will explore a question and answer time. Okay. So thank you, Albert, and let's start.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this opportunity to be here. I'm honored to be able to do this session, and thanks for the people that has joined or the people that will watch this in YouTube. Yeah, let's start. Let's make this time valuable. No, time is precious. So first, I'd like to welcome you and invite you to put in the chat. We can see at least where are you based, your role. What are you expecting? What would you like to get a little bit from this webinar? Just name, role, so I can have an idea of where are you located. Yeah, you can put this in the chat so we can know a little bit more about each other.
Maybe they are a little bit shy. I'm not sure if maybe they are not going to answer, but we can.
No? Then let's jump into the presentation that I have for today. So yeah, that's my commitment for this time together. No, I like this idea to be here, like around the fire, this space for sharing. No, this a little bit for supporting. No, because sometimes managers can feel alone, or leaders or entrepreneurs. So let's have this atmosphere of sharing a space. I appreciate your time, so I really want to give value, and that's the purpose of this time. No, I said I have slides, but I always try to give the best to my audience. So the invitation is to be present, to participate, to ask questions, because at the one we want to deliver value specifically to you. So the more you give, no, let's say, the more you will receive. So this is obviously a secure space, not judgmental. And yeah, the ideas are for you to try to experiment. No, it's Einstein was talking about insanity, to trying to get different results from doing the same things. So the invitation here is, it's not what you learn, it's what you put into practice. So this is actually same in teams, no, or same for management. So the invitation to explore different ideas, to be open-minded, no, and then just try, and there's no error, no, everything is feedback. So basically we're gonna have like around 45-minute session when I'm gonna share insights, best practice, state of the art, what's the current state about this topic, and then we're gonna have some time for Q&A to answer any specific question. But if you have any specific question at certain point, just feel free to.
Albert,
Yes.
sorry, I'm going to interrupt you because I think that the chat was disabled, so it wasn't open. So now I have some answers. We have Marta Barragan, between our attendees, is a marketing coordinator at Cosentino. We have also Marta Guarneri, HR consultant and coach based in Abu Dhabi, happy to be participating on to the webinar. And I'm not sure if more people will write. I'm not sure if it's done now, if it works, but I will tell you after the people writes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. I mean, that's just if we have more HR people, more leader people, what the kind of profile it helps me to see it a little bit. So that's very interesting. Thanks for those sharing. So that's a little bit the idea, right? To have this session to give value for your time, and then at the end of the session, I'll offer you three gifts. So for the specific people joining this webinar or watching the replay, for you, so that you can really. What I want you to help to take action. No? Sometimes I said we have no clarity, we don't know the strategy, but yeah. So I'll try to help you to take action and integrate these results. So let's moving on. No, let's say now that the chat is enabled, because for me it's important is a little bit in interaction. No, to make it valuable, to understand where you are, what you really need. What a specific need we always need from the clients to understand their pains, to understand their struggling, to understand, and then from this we can help them to arrive to what they want to get, what they want to achieve, and we can help them in this journey together. So if you can think about this, if I ask you this question, could you share in the chat your superpowers, your strength? What would you answer? I tend to have this question in my trainings, and yeah, I'm just curious to see what's the feeling, what's the kind of answers. Normally people has not an easy answer for this. Are you clear on your strength? You have clarity in these superpowers. What do we understand as superpower? I mean, do we know the difference that we make the difference? Do we know who we best give value to our teams? So that's a key question, I think, for everyone, for leaders, for managers, because first for you, it's important to understand what are your strengths. And then when you know yours, you can also ask or check the strength of your team. Because if you don't know your strength, then I have the question, do you know your weaknesses?
Albert,
Yes.
Marta Guarneri wrote that listening skills, empathy, passion for my profession, and service to others.
Okay, great. That's very important. I mean, sometimes we underestimate our strength, the empathy, the listening, and that's very powerful as a leader. So yeah, because for me there's only two focus. Either you're focused on your strength or you are focused on your weakness. If I ask you, normally this is what happened in my trainings. What I said, when I ask about strength, people really struggle. People say, no, I don't have any strength. But when I ask, what about your weakness? Then people really could start like writing, and that's an interesting story. And then, so I will share also about my story a little bit later about that, because that's for me was crucial to really understand the difference. What is really a strength? Because normally we come to understand that strength, for example, could be something that we do great, but it's not. It's more than that. It's not only this. It's not that we do great things. I mean, we can do great things, but we cannot really enjoy them, or it doesn't, or it drains us. No, strength is actually activity that make you feel strong and energize you. No, it's something that really you feel well after doing it. There's more just the activity. There might be more things. There must be engagement. There must be mission. There could be meaning. So this normally increase our performance because we feel well. And it can be recognized in promotions. Sometimes it's difficult to know under our strength because it's so natural. It's so natural for us. It's something that you maybe were born. But here is the key, to really understand it, how we can make the difference. And it's interesting because I think in our education, in most of the countries, we are so focused in weakness, in developing our weakness, and that's the model of education that we used to have. At least I had, and it's quite common that people should know everything. We have a flat profile where you should be good at everything. But now in companies, I think it's important to have like peak performance. So people where it's very good in something specifically. So you don't need to know everything, just really enhance or embrace your strength, how you make the difference, and how that really make you feel strong, energize you, so you feel well after doing it. So that's the difference. Weakness, actually, you can do these activities and you can do it well, let's say, but at the end, you may feel weak and drain you. And at the end, that's the thing. It's not like one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, but it could be a long-term run. It can really impact performance and affect, obviously, your motivation at the long term. So for me, that was an interesting question to reflect. And then that's when I really realized about what I was doing. It was not really energizing, and it was not really connected to my strength. So if you like to share like some kind of strength now that it's more clear, the definition in the chat, just for you, or at least to reflect, because I think that's quite important to write down this situation. Okay, great. So when we are clear about our strength, the second question is, do you have the chance to use it every day at work? How often do you use them? Because I think that's also another point. First is do I know my strength? And the second and most important, I am aligned with my strength in my daily life. Do I have the chance to use it every day at work? If I ask you, what do you think is the average of people using their strength at work every day, according to the statistics? What do you guess? How many people really use their strength every day at work? So 60%, Marta is saying 60%. It's an interesting question, yeah, obviously, and that's the thing, and I think it's I appreciate you being here, because sometimes we are so busy in our everyday activities that we don't take this time to reflect, to reflect, and 1 hour in a strategy we can reduce a lot of hours in the daily activities. So and that's like I'm not sure what your experience. Maybe you can share some of these, but the experience with nowadays in many companies is that they are so busy in activities, so busy in projects, that they don't have time to stop for fuel. And that's a challenge. At the end, that's like the seven habits of efficient people. Not sure if you know about that, but sharpen the saw. It's actually one of the most important, to take time for ourselves. Because, so Marta was saying 60%, so actually just 20%, only 2 out of 10 people strongly agree, according to research, that use their strength every day at work. And for me, these statistics, every time I mean, if you're interested in the reports and statistics, I can share with you. I mean, you will have my contact and I can provide you. I really like statistics. And that's surprising, Only 2 out of 10. So there's a lot of hidden talent in organizations. I think that's one of the crucial messages that you could get from today's session. There's a lot of hidden talent in organization, and there might be a lot of hidden talent in ourselves. The good news, I like to give good news, is that this can be uncovered, obviously, and that's what I am here also to help you on this. And I want to explain a little bit about my journey, because my journey also is related to to strength is related to this being aware, no, being more conscious of your abilities. So I studied telecom engineering in Barcelona. I'm based close to Barcelona at the moment. But I really love cultures. I love traveling. I did an student exchange in Germany. And then I actually managed to work internationally, where I work in 10 different countries. I really love culture, working in different cultural environments. And I really like this part, no? And when you are young, you just want to give value. So it was a good journey for me, these 15 years, and internationally working as a consultant. I was working mobile deployments. I helped 2G deployments, 3G, 4G. The only thing at the end with the technical, every 2 years it was changing technology. It was a little bit too much. But at some point, I was feeling that I was doing good my job. I mean, I had good performance reviews, but at the end something was missing for me. So I was actually getting a little bit drained. Apart that I was also having some challenges, with relationships, some challenges with really purpose in my life. So I had a kind of middle life crisis around when I was 30 years old. So I started actually to really question all about my life. No, I was following what it was supposed to be, the path, the expected path according to society to be happy. So I studied engineering degree. I work in a multinational. I worked for Cisco Systems, one of the giants in telecoms, for almost 10 years. And I just had the opportunity to travel. And I earned quite good money. I had a company car, had good salary. So externally, everything was looking great. But internally, there was something for me missing. Now we're going to talk later about the well-being, how to measure well-being, how to evaluate well-being. For me, there was something missing, and it's connected to I was not really working with my strength. Actually, I didn't know where was my strength. I studied telecom because I was looking something to give me business opportunities to grow, opportunities to work, and yeah, I did it. But at the end, I say that the long term, there was something more needed for me. So then I started my journey, and I discovered this personal development, professional development. I get into coaching, I get into NLP, Enneagram, different awareness, different ways of questioning and finding answers. And I get postgraduate in executive coaching. I did it in the UK. And the more I was doing it, the more I like it and the more I enjoyed it. And it helped me really align myself with my values, with my strength, and with my purpose. Find these answers that I didn't have that they didn't have asked and answered before. The good thing that in Cisco, there was an excellent culture of well-being. So I had an opportunity to work with HR to know more about the initiatives to enhance well-being and engagement in the organization, and they had a strong culture and strength. So I really get in contact with this. And actually, I volunteered when I was graduated. I volunteered to do internal coaching at Cisco. So I was helping managers to really improve their well-being, their engagement, and their results, their productivity. So I did this as a strength-based coach. We used the standout, the brief that I will talk a little bit later to understand the strength of everybody in the company. And yeah, I was internally internal coach, but then at some point, I was every time more trying to get into HR, more connected to strength, motivation than I was in the technical part. So at some point, our path, let's say, separate, and I started my own journey as entrepreneur. And really, so this is what I do now. I do coaching, strength-based coaching, internationally, globally, and I also do trainer in emotional intelligence, soft skills, leadership, and artificial intelligence. At the end, is all the skills that I think that are most important for this well-being, connected to engagement, to find motivation, to find meaning, and then also connected with productivity. At the end, we want to be productive and helping people and teams to really have more benefits at the end. So that's a little bit. I also do some consultancy, but this is my motto. This is my, let's say, all what I learn or what I do is to focus to help people, to help teams to improve, increase their well-being, engagement, and productivity. Sorry, we have some questions at the moment. Any other questions you see here? Key book or for of skill that nowadays are mostly required. I'll share this maybe a little bit later. I'm not sure about the book at the moment, but yeah, I'll give some hints that hopefully will be valuable for you. I'm gonna give actually some models. I'm gonna give you some models for well-being, some model for engagement, and some models for team development. Okay, excellent. Let's continue. So and aligned with this, no, this is my situation, this is my journey, but I'm sure that you might resonate, or you know people that really resonate, that did the professional change, outplacement, no, people that did change. So I thought that it was me. I was different, no. For me, I thought, well, why the model of society didn't work for me? No? At the end, I thought it was me. I haven't managed to really fit into the model of society. Then, actually, I realized, no, what's the current situation at the workplace? No, this is some statistics from Gallup about engagement. So actually, the current situation is that only 23% of the employees really are thriving at work, no? That really feel engaged. They are really like enjoying. They are really like motivated. They are really making the most of it. So what happens with the 77% of the people not engaged, right? Not engaged. That it can be low engagement, and there is really loud engagement. Loud quitting. No? At the end, these people, we will see what happened, and all adds to the other thing. Let's say, no, low engagement causes more stress. We obviously have had a lot of disruption. We obviously had. We are just 2 years after COVID, so there's a lot of stress in companies. Look at the statistics. Almost 1 out of 2, no, almost half of the people in organizations say that they experience a lot of stress the day before. So these numbers are really, are really impacting for me, and obviously as a consequence, there is a lot of cost for companies, no? A lot of cost related to sick leaves. There's a lot of cost related to rotation. So that's really a challenge, and I think an important focus for everybody in the organization, no? Because at the end, people want to be motivated, people want to have well-being, people want to at the end to be productive, no? and to get more money. So as a consequence, no, we really have this like 51% people intend to leave, watching or actively seeking for a new job. So I say this is from Gallup. So this is some of the statistics, and this is some of the common themes for leaving a job. No, at the end, I think it's all connected. What we say, no, the engagement or the culture of the organization, pay and benefits also important, well-being and balance. And here I think the important, or where organizations, I think the important place, or one of the important areas to put focus is in the managers and leaders, because working on a manager, developing a manager, really affect. They can cascade all the information. They can cascade all if they are motivated, then obviously will share this motivation with their teams, and it's important, no? For many people, it's not how you experience the organization, it's how you experience your managers. So these areas for me are key: engagement, I said, well-being, productivity, and managers. And I'd like to know, I mean, is this your story? I mean, is this what you see in your organization? What are your challenges? No, what would you need? How you feel? How is this that I'm sharing? Is this your movie? Do you relate with that? Engagement and purpose is what is missing. Okay, Marta Garneri, thanks for this. Engagement and purpose is what is missing. Exactly. That's what we see this in the stats. Purpose, yeah, we're gonna talk about meaning as well, no? Because sometimes we can also find our own meaning. Sometimes we are not conscious, and at the end, for me, there's a lot of things. I mean, I'm a coach, no? So obviously, I work a lot with leaders internationally in terms of mindset. Is where you put your attention. What I was talking initially about the strength. I mean, do you put your attention in your strength? Because when you put your attention in your strength, you see strength. No, whatever you put your attention, it grows. Is that so? You put your focus on your own strength, then you can also see the strength in the others. But however, if you put your focus on your weakness, no, you have this inner critical in your side, no, as everybody, no, our negative bias. We tend to project this to others. So it's a matter of focus, and this is culture, no, culture in the organization. No, do you focus on what you want, or do you focus on what you don't want? No, because at the end, when you focus on what you don't want, that's what it will grow. So long-term compromise, commitment, okay, yeah, that's important part, but obviously it's a consequence. No, how can I commit to a place or to a work if I am not well? No, if I don't have well-being, or if I am stressed. Practice in the workplace. A lot of talk about well-being, but little implementation and practice in the workplace. Okay, little implementation or practice in the workplace, exactly. So let's move into kind of practice, no? What can we do a little bit? So I'm going to share some models, basically, so you can use it for yourself. Then that's the good news, no? The good news, I like to share good news, no? In my webinars, we know the situation, how the situation is, but let's talk what can we do. And with best practice in organizations, you see below is the global, so that's what we say, no? Normally 23%, about 23% engagement. This is in 2022, the latest report that was shown. But with best practice organizations, you can really improve this. So that's the good news, no? You can work on that. And now we're going to explain, for example, some initiatives, some models that you could use. No, obviously, I mean, I'm going to explain the models, then you can implement it your own way. No, I'm working also in an application, in an app where you can collect all this data, the data application, no, where you can collect this data for all the employees to understand where they are. Not sure if you know about this PERMA model. That's a model for well-being. Was developed by Martin Seligman, one of the fathers of positive psychology. And basically, it says that you can evaluate, no, or your well-being is connected to these factors, to these positive emotions, to how often do you really experience positive emotions? No? And that's a good thing. No? You can evaluate this in your daily day. You used to have positive emotions like joy, like fun, humor. But it's not only this. I mean, we don't have to be laughing all the time. But the thing is, or are you the other way, experiencing negative emotions, like anger or fear? Because you are in a positive emotion. Well, emotions are neutral, but okay, but just so we can understand each other, no? Or you have, which kind of emotion are you mostly during your everyday? So well-being it's related to positive emotions, or what we know as obviously engagement, no? What we were talking, are you committed to your job? Feel motivated to your job? Do you really give your best to your job, or you are just staying there for the paycheck? Relationship, no? How key are the relationship at work? Relationship with your manager, relationship with your peers, relationship with your clients. And what we talked before about the strength and weaknesses, no? This relationship really strengthens me. So the more I stay with this person, I really feel better. Or the more I stay with this person, really, I feel more drained. So and obviously we can work in all of these, no, to be able to handle. That's why important emotional intelligence, to really handle these emotions. Also with communications, to be able to really communicate and relate better with people. So we really get strength, energized by being with people. And also super important is meaning. No, I am conscious of the impact of my work. I am conscious of the impact, the service, how I help people, how I help my clients on this, because this is obviously connected. No, I feel well when I see not only on my task in Excel, or not only in my tasks no, in the notebook, but when I really see the impact that it has on the people. And obviously your feeling of growth, no? You're feeling that you are achieving, that you are getting your goals. So that's actually a model, no? And it's quite valuable, and it would be good to understand where are you this, so you can actually evaluate this in yourself. You can put 1 to 5, no? Where are you in this model? You can do this with your teams to understand where they are and what they need. Obviously, we add the health part because I think it's also important in the moment. No? So take a moment just for you to reflect. How are you in your well-being here? Just as an average, no? It's just for you as an idea. But that's the good thing, no? When we have a model, I think everything we measure, it can be improved. So that's good to have data for ourselves and from the team. So when I know, when I evaluate this, then I can check which one are the lowest here, and then I can define an action plan to really improve and see what steps can I take as a team, no, to really improve this. So that would be common strategy, no? Evaluate, measure, and then take action, define actions, and then really move forward, right? To really do the steps. I'm gonna share a story because it was very significant for me. The 3 stone cutters. Not sure if you know this story, but imagine in the 14th century, no, there are 3 stone cutters, and was one pilgrim going along the way and found them, and he asked them this question, no? What are you doing? So he has the same question to the 3 different stone cutters, and the first one, he says, "Don't you see? I'm busy. I'm just earning my job." So he was cutting stone, no? that's what he was doing. Okay. Then he asked the second question to the other one, the same question, no? And the other person said, no, in a different style, no? He said, "Well, I'm happy in what I'm doing. I'm actually building a wall." Cutting the stones, building a wall. He was happy what he was doing. And then, okay, great. He asked to the third one, to the third stone cutters, I think, what are you doing? And the third one, with bright in his eyes, no, he says, "Look, I'm giving the best to myself, no, to really build a cathedral." So, which cathedral are you building in your day? Which cathedral are you building in your job? I mean, are you like making calls? Are you like doing documents, sending emails? Or are you really helping clients, transforming lives? So that's important. When I really understood the power of the meaning in my job, no? And you see, it's the same job. 3 persons were doing the same job. So sometimes it's not only the job, no? It's your mindset. And how do you see? No? Because at the end we have all the resources, no? to manage really our positive emotions and all the skills. So that's also one of the insights that I like to share. No? Everything can be learned. Everything is a skill. No? Even engagement can be learned. Motivation can be learned. No? Because we need to know. I mean, we need to know how it really works. How works our mind? What our strength? So that's the invitation. I mean, the invitation is really to spend some time as an investment, really, in this awareness, understanding the keys of motivation, to understanding my strength, understanding the strength of the team, and then how can we really improve, and find meaning, improve engagement, and then enhance productivity as a result. Okay, so that's the model that one of the models that I use for well-being. Then for team development, to build a high-performing team, that's actually this model from Patrick Lencioni, talking about the 5 dysfunctions of a team. So one of the basic dysfunctions is the absence of trust. Obviously, trust is a key part. So then you can really how to overcome it. Actually, no, this model has the 5 dysfunctions. There is also the model how to overcome it. But trust is key. Trust is key in teams, in person, confidence. So basically, that's the invitation, no, to really enhance vulnerability sharing lessons learned, that people has this psychological safety to make. Obviously, nobody wants to commit mistakes, but we are humans, no, at the end. But this is just to enhance this vulnerability and to understand what happened, so it don't happen again. No, so we need to improve processes. But this mindset, no, or this value of sharing and building trust. Then the second dysfunction is the fear of conflict. So obviously this generates an artificial balance, an artificial, like, that everything is fine, but actually good teams are the ones that really overcome conflict. The good teams are the ones that really use conflict as a way to enhance their productivity, as a way to enhance the relationship. So really embrace diversity and share different opinions, because that's what really helps to be better teams. Then there's also the theme of lack of commitment. So really impulse participation and clarity of vision of the team. Another dysfunction is the avoidance of accountability. So really encourage commitment, appreciate the value, no? That people feel valued. I think it's very important that when you feel valued in a team, and also value yourself, no, at the end. So it's always a individual work, and then also a teamwork. And the five dysfunctions. So everyone builds upon the other. Is the inattention to results. So really focus on collective outcomes and collaboration, no, more than rather individual. So this is another model that is quite useful for teams, and there are also that you can do an assessment and understand where you are, and then you can take actions and measures to improve this in your team. Okay, and then maybe for my profile, no, you can see I came from engineering, so and also now I'm more in the emotional or the other side, no, from rational, from emotional. I combine both. I like science, no, and what makes high performing teams actually, no. So there are different studies. Cisco did also study that I was working close. There are different studies here in the literature, and I really think that the keys to have high performing teams, when we model them, no, basically the studies are model what make the difference. What was common in these high performing teams is the daily use of strength. No, we talked this a little bit at the beginning as a one key of the best performing teams. Second key is shared values, no, that people have, like we were talking before also in the chat, no, this purpose, this vision, we are aligned, no, and we include each other, no, we embrace diversity, so we actually have this trust to really face conflict. And then a final one is have a supportive environment where everybody feels safe and where we are confident to be who we really are. So that's from the statistics, also the sum of characteristics of the best teams. And so yeah, that's some ideas, no, to take initiatives and how to really move this into the culture of the organization, no, or into your own culture at the end. So I really love strength. I think I said for me was pivotal change in my life when I understand that I wasn't really working on my strength all the time. I shift to here, and nowadays, I mean, it's quite. It might be difficult for us to understand our strength, as said, but we can sometimes also ask feedback. Not maybe it's more easy to see the strength in other than ourselves, so we could invite close friends or familiar to ask about what strength they see in us. But there are also some assessments that they use. I am certified in this, not sure if you know this model, also know the model of the colors, the red, the yellow, the green and blue. So according of your level of dominance, influence, stability, and so it's interesting as an idea, because at the end, the more your role is aligned with who you are, I mean, it's a predictor path of success. I mean, it's making things easier. There's no profile better than the other, but it's just understanding your nature. And I think that's important, no? To understand where we are good at, where we make the difference, to align ourselves. Because in a team, it's good to have different profiles, and if you are really have one strength, but you don't use it, it's I don't know, it just may make it easy. There's another profile that I like to use that's free. I'm gonna give it to you at the end of the session. That's the standout. No, it has 9 roles, and it tells you which of the 9 models your preference. No, you add more value. In which way? There's no one better than the other. It's just understanding what you truly nature is. No, what is your gift, and I think that is key, as I said, as a predictor of success, when you know your path. No, your path. So Einstein always says, no. I think there's this sentence here: everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that's stupid, right? This is I think that's the mindset that where we want to focus. We want to focus in your genius. We want to focus in uncover the genius of you, the genius of your team, and that's one of the ways I work with this debrief. And obviously there's results associated with the strength culture. No, there's some report that says obviously when people work in their strength every day, so there's enhancing productivity, less absenteeism, rotation, safety incidents, and obviously the cost. No, there's a lot of savings for companies. There's a lot of profit increase here. So I give different models, ideas for well-being, ideas for engagement, ideas for productivity. So now I like to share a little bit what I'm doing, how I'm doing. I'm doing it in kinds of coaching, no, for teams and leaders to improve this well-being, engagement, productivity in a personal level, developing the skills, reskilling professionally, so you can also get a promotion or have access to new opportunities. I also do training in the soft skills that I think that are one of the most valuable nowadays, connected to well-being, like emotional intelligence, connected to leadership, communication, time management, team development, conflict resolution, and now also for productivity. I also do artificial intelligence. So we work this online or on site, depends on the needs of the company. And yeah, it's a matter of having focus on this, no, making teams efficient, saving costs, building high performing teams, and I think that's are the kind of skills that are most required.
Esto es lo que he encontrado sobre Saving Hope. Saving Hope es una serie de...
Siri is doing something, and it's also about consulting, no, to raise employee engagement, to do more kind of cultural transformation or enhancing working environment and employee loyalty, building these high-performing teams. So a little bit this focus is the kind of service that we offer, I say, globally, online, on site, as required. We do everything personalized. We put a lot of emphasis in customer support, customer guarantee. I mean, if you it is our priority. If you're not happy, you don't pay. I mean, if we don't achieve your expectations, then and yeah, we work with different leaders globally, people that has worked with us, people that has offered training for their organizations, and we have a 5-star rating in Google My Business. So this is some successful stories, no, that we always want to bring. We want to bring impact. We want to bring transformation. We want to bring well-being. We want to help people at the end. Our little contribution to make a better world, no? To have a profitable business, but also to have an impact and help you also to be more profitable and also have better life, better experience. So this is the invitation for you to take action now. No, I mean, I'll contact me. I'll have my email. I'll give you a strength assessment that you can do for free. I also offer you a free consultation call where we can talk about your strength. We can talk about your goals. We can talk about your needs for the company. And yeah, I'll offer a discount also on a coupon discount, 33%, anything you will need for coaching, for training. And that's the invitation for you, really, to take action, that everything we've shared here doesn't stay here, but really integrate into yourself. So yeah, just send me an email, and I put my email in the chat. Well, I think you have my contact details.
Okay, Albert, you have
Yes.
a question. Can you share the most required skills for leadership, most demanded?
Oh, yes. Okay. So I think everything connected with communication, influence, and emotional intelligence. Because for me, everything are connected. It's not only one particular skill. Because you need to have, like, that's why leadership. It's let's say it's I wouldn't like the word complex, but it's I would say an asset of skills. No, because you need to have presence. Presence. It's important to be here and now. So you need to know how to handle your emotions. You need to communicate, to know how to communicate. You need to know the power of your words. You need to know how to use them wisely. And this is obviously communication. And then you also need, I mean, time management. And it also helps you because if you don't have time, you have a lot of things, then it will affect your stress. So for me, it's a lot of a combination of skills, but I would say that really like having the presence, communication, and mindset at the end, because you need to influence. So I these are the ones I focus on my training and on my coaching, and I think the people that has shift this and have applied there have made things big transformation, and yeah, has achieved great results. Thanks for questions. So you have any other questions? Happy to answer. To have this time for you now.
You can see all your points are extremely useful and valuable. Here in the US, one instance is culturality.
Right. Yeah, that's issue, but that's also an opportunity. I mean, because as we said, when teams can work effectively, when teams really understand each other, share values, work aligned, it's the statistics. No, again, are companies that really use diversity. They are more profitable as well. So it's a matter of I'd say it's conflicts. For example, when I do conflict resolution, training, people tend to avoid conflict. People think that conflict is bad. People, when I ask them what's your image, or what come to your mind when you think about conflict, everybody says different theme, bad words, tension, stress, war. No? But when you know that really best teams, they overcome conflict, best relationship, they overcome conflict. So it's an opportunity actually to improve, to get better results and have better communication. Then it's the way, it's the culture, it's the skills, the mindset to really make it as an opportunity. So I would go for this, and yeah, obviously there's it takes time. Sometimes most of the problems of the managers, or when I found in organization, is time. Albert, everything you explained, it's very good, but I am so busy every day, that I don't have this time, and that's a little bit what I say. You are so busy, then you have no gas, but you don't have time to go to the petrol station. So at the end, I said, this some time to reflect on a strategy, some time to invest in well-being. At the end, has an improvement, because as you see, engagement, motivation, well-being are key for people. Loyalty are key for people thriving at work. So it's a little bit maybe changing this mindset, that is not a cost to invest in the team. Really make the time for this, and really see the results to improve your results and improve your organization and yourself. Okay, thanks Marta, it was useful. Apply the principle in a different style of learning and working. Yeah, it's well, everything I said, is to take into action. I understand, we are used to do same things in a different way, but that's what I ask you the invitation to be open-minded and to experiment. I mean, see what works for you. It also doesn't require a lot of time, but it's just a little bit, add some strength into your life. Take some time. I mean, this online test, this assessment, it's 10 minutes. It's free and it takes you 10 minutes to do the test. But it's not only doing the test, obviously. Then there is the brief session where how you can integrate this and just experiment. And I think it's just a matter of practice and error. But the message I want to give as well, the good news, that it's easier than we think. It's just a matter of doing the right steps, and that's why it's important to go with somebody that has the experience that can help you to go more quicker. You can do this for yourself, and maybe as you say, it's difficult, I don't know, but when you go with someone that has the steps, the really has experienced this journey, can help you to go quicker and achieve faster the results that you want, and it can give you the clarity. I'm also, I have my own mentors in my career. At the end, is taking the experience from people that has going this journey with you, and learn from them.
Albert, thank you so much. It was really, really appreciated because the information was really clear, and the communication, the how you express yourself and everything, it is so nice. So thank you so much. Hope to see you again at the webinar, and I'm here in person to meet you in person soon. Okay.
Love to.
So you are more than invited here. Thank you so much, Albert. Thank you for all the attendees for joining the webinar, and that's it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.